Today we're going to create macro autumn leaf photos with our DLX Stretch lens adapter. Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com, and today we're going to create macro photos of autumn leaves. We're going to be doing this with this vintage Canon FD lens. This is a Gemini 28mm f2.8 Canon FD lens. It's an off-brand lens. It's not a first-party Canon FD, but it's a pretty good lens. And one of the interesting things you'll see with this lens is it already has a macro focusing mode, but it doesn't actually focus as close as I would like. And the way we can make this lens focus even closer and get even closer macro photos of autumn leaves is with this lens adapter. This is our Canon FD to Canon RF DLX Stretch adapter. This adapter adapts Canon FD mount lenses like this one to Canon RF EOS R mirrorless cameras like this. And this adapter works just like any other adapter, but it has a built-in macro mode. Basically, you turn this macro helicoid ring built into the adapter, and it extends the adapted lens 10 millimeters farther away from your camera's sensor. And by extending the lens farther from the sensor, we are giving the lens increased minimum focusing distance. By increasing the minimum focusing distance, we can get the lens closer to our subject, and we can focus closer for a more macro image. Adapting the lens is super simple. First, you're going to make sure the install arrow is lined up with this red dot. So we're all lined up there. Then we're going to want to make sure our FD lens, we have this silver dot in the lens lined up with this flange. We don't want it like that. We want to make sure this part is lined up. All right, once we have that set, we're just going to take the red dot on the FD lens, line it up with the red dot on the adapter, press the lens into the adapter, and then we're going to rotate the locking ring on the lens itself. And there we go. We have the lens adapted to our adapter. Then we're just going to mount the adapter on our camera, line up this red mounting dot with the mounting dot on the camera, press the adapter into the camera, rotate to lock into place. And if we leave the macro helicoid unextended, this works just like any other lens adapter. The lens will focus to infinity and it will have its normal minimum focusing distance. But then if we extend the macro helicoid all the way to 10 extra millimeters, we can now no longer focus to infinity, but now we can focus closer up. So basically, this adapter turns any lens into a macro lens, which is great if you're using a non-macro focusing lens. You can suddenly focus much closer, but even with a macro focusing lens like this one, you can focus even closer. Here's some photos we captured with this lens and camera. As you can see in the first photo, this is the lens's minimum focusing distance. Then in the second photo, we're extending the macro helicoid, and this is the macro helicoid minimum focus. And as you can see, we can get closer up on our subject, we can capture more detail, and we can create a more pleasing macro image. I love using our DLX Stretch lens adapters with my lenses because, like I said, you can just leave it like this and it works just like any other lens. Then you just rotate this ring and suddenly any lens you're adapting has a macro focusing mode. Basically, you're just giving an extra focusing function to any lens you're adapting to your camera. Here are the lens adapters we currently offer for Canon RF cameras, the different lenses you can adapt to the RF camera with the macro helicoid. But we offer other types of DLX Stretch adapters as well, and you can learn more about all of those in the links in the description. DLX Stretch lens adapters also come with 3 drop-in ND filters, an ND4, an ND8, and an ND16, and they drop into the rear of the adapter. You just pop them in place like this. They're magnetic, so they hold in place. And these are great if you want to mount an ND filter behind your adapted lens. They're also really nice for protecting the sensor of your camera. So when you're swapping lenses in the field, the ND filter is right in place. But these are really nice if you're shooting video and you want to cut the light coming through your lens so you can shoot with a wide open aperture. It's a really great extra feature that comes with every DLX Stretch lens adapter. Okay, that was a quick look at capturing macro autumn leaf photos with our DLX Stretch lens adapter. If you'd like to learn more about these adapters, click the link in the description below. Also, comment below if you have any questions about these adapters. I'd love to help you out. And click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos just like this one.